come the Bears. Here come the Bears. Here come the Bears. Oh, stand aside. Here come the mighty Bears. Stand aside. Here come the mighty Bears.
G'day everybody, we're here with a very special guest, a Bears legend that's been around for a long time. We really do appreciate his time. Darren Allard,
Marty,
thank you very much
nice
for
to meet
joining
you.
us, mate.
Finally.
Yes, we actually pinned you down, we got you.
I know.
Yeah. Tell us about the way you got together with the Bears, mate.
Yeah, I started with a guy by the name of Michael Podgy, absolute lunatic.
Yep.
He was the coach for the SG Ball side back in 2004. So I started with the Bears in 2003.
Okay.
Because you had to start the pre-season well before the season.
Yep.
So this is my 20 years with the Bears.
Wow, congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you. Loved every minute of it. It's been certainly a learning curve because while I played footy and all that sort of stuff, actually being in a management role, coaching role, support, it was different.
Yep.
So, we had a small team. Glenn Norman was one of the trainers, Peter Brown, Nathan Renwick was our strength and conditioning and physio, as Pete Brown was strapping and physio and strengthening. We all had a role to play.
Yep.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm still there. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I think really there's only Flo and I that are still there from that far back.
Yeah, okay.
There's been other people who've been with the Bears a lot longer than I have, but consecutively now, it's pretty, I think it's just Flo and I.
Yeah, okay.
I think Roz was there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not too many.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you've been the full circle with the Storm.
Yep, yeah, I started. Yeah, so what happened was after our first season with SG Ball, Gary Larson asked us to come up from SG Ball. Mr. Quinn was the club manager, team manager. He did everything, and he was getting a little bit older, and he asked for a bit of help, and he and I clicked.
Okay.
So Mr. Quinn basically taught me how to run the dressing rooms, how to run the players, how to look after parents at those younger ages, because as you get older, you don't need to worry about parents. But, so Mr. Quinn taught me all of those little sneaky little things that he used to do. I still do them today. Like when players come to you and they say, look, my shorts are too small or too big. We don't have any of that size, so I get my black pen out and put an X next to the L and try these on, and they go, oh, that's great.
It's amazing, it fits.
So I copied, it all fits. So it's all about them being comfortable. So
absolutely.
So I started managing. Gary Larson asked Normie and Michael Podgy and I to come up, and I've kind of been there ever since. So we did a second year with SG Ball, but after that, it was full on New South Wales Cup. It was Premier League back then. And we were the feeder club to the Melbourne Storm. So then finished with Melbourne Storm, then I think it was 10 years with the Rabbitohs. And then we've had this 5 years with the Roosters. And next year we're going back to the Melbourne Storm. So
what do you think's going to be different with the Storm, going back to the Storm, Digger?
Oh, look, I think being a feeder club, this is the hardest part, because what we do is we bring young guys in, and not only just now New South Wales Cup, but we've got the girls as well. So you're bringing young people in, you're giving them an opportunity, and you're meeting new people all the time. I think, look, Souths are very professional, the Roosters are very professional. I don't see a lot of change. I think Melbourne Storm will maybe have different ideas on how they'd like to run game day. And typical Norths, we'll just go along and we'll do whatever they want us to do, because it's all about the game day experience for the players and for the coaching staff. They want to come to the game and concentrate on being coaches. They don't know about the dressing room. So I think from the Melbourne Storm, I don't think a lot will change on how we do things, but they may want to have their, let's say, put their flavour to it.
So, give us some stories, mate.
some stories.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Well,
There's got to be some funny stuff there. There's,
yeah,
you know,
I think Flo threw me under the bus one year. He asked me to take the team over to New Zealand.
Yep.
And I had David Kidwell. They all knew it was my first time. And I was a bit nervous. And we're at the airport at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And Kitty comes up to me and said, "Hey, Daz, I've left my passport at home." And I went, "What?" I said, "Where do you live?" He said, "Cronulla." I said, "Oh, is there anyone there who can put in the taxi and bring it to the airport?" He said, "No." No. So he was giving me no help. And Dean Withers was there, and he was sort of, you know, "Oh, you've got to do something. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?" And I said, "Oh, look, all I can do is put you on the next flight." And David Kidwell said, "Oh, don't worry about it, Daz." He said, "They know me in New Zealand. They'll let me in." And I said, "Kitty, that doesn't work like that." So after me stressing for half an hour, they came clear and said, "Look, you know, this is what happened. We're bullshitting you." And I went. So what happened was on the plane, the pilot happened, because these guys are all South players at the time, playing back with the Bears. So the pilot sent the air hostess down and asked if I didn't mind if he'd come down to get some autographs off the South boys.
Okay.
And I said, "Look, I don't mind. It's not a problem as long as there's 2 pilots on the plane."
Yeah.
No worries.
Flying it,
Yeah. And then as you walked away, I thought of a way of getting even with these people, these boys.
Yep.
So I went up after the air hostess and thought, when he comes back, the pilot, could he say to David and Dean, "Look, guys, when we land, we've had a call through that you need to stay on the plane and you'll be body searched. They've got some information on you guys and you're not allowed to get off the plane." Well, the look on their faces was priceless. And then the pilot looked at me, and I was sitting next to Chopsy and that, and we were having a bit of a laugh over it. And they went, "Oh," because it got them. And they were like shooting themselves. And
that's awesome.
yeah, so that was one of them. But look, there's been many. The guys putting stuff in my bags. You know, bloody Steve Wilson. He's a pain in the backside. He did a lot of stuff to me, sending me text messages, you know, an hour before kick-off about team sheets and that. So, yeah, they're all practical jokers, but you know, I love every minute of it.
Yeah, you wouldn't give it up for quids.
No. And look, you know, the last couple of years are the only times I've actually had a contract.
Okay.
Because in the past, Flo would just ring me and go, "Mate, that time of the year again, you in?" And I go, "Yeah, of course." But now the Bears are a lot more professional. This current board's doing a fantastic job. The resources that we've got, I've just seen a change in the club the last 5 or 6 years, and we've got more and more professional. And so now I guess there's the need for everyone to have a contract, and we all know clearly what we're doing, even though you do everything anyway. So, you know, I've been very lucky. I've got an amazing team around me that help. You know, I've even called on your help at times when traffic's held us up, and you know, I've seen you there, Marty, come and give me a hand. But you know, we've got guys like Stevie Mac, Webby, Mark Madden. You know, these guys just get in there and help, and we've got an amazing team around Brent Benning, Pete Palmer. You know, they're all great guys. So Andy Davis, he's awesome with the team. I don't think I've seen a team as fit as Andy's got our team. And then, you know, I've dealt with a lot of coaches, and I've got to say, one thing about the Bears, we've been very lucky with the coaches that we've had. They've got that kind of, like, I always say, like a school teacher mentality, because they're working with people, with the players, but the way they see the game, the way they think, and what they present to the players, and how they present it to the players. It's amazing to be in that inner sanctum to see how they do that. And it's exciting.
Absolutely.
But we've had some very good coaches. JT's a very good coach. He knows the game inside out. And you know, my job is to make sure JT and the boys, they have just the players to worry about, and the game day experience for everybody. For me, it has to be perfect. That's all about the 1%ers. So it even starts before the players get to the ground, and it continues on after the players leave, because win, lose or draw, the process starts straight away. So if anyone's thinking, "Oh, you know, the Bears had a bad day today," we feel bad. we all go home feeling sick that we didn't
Absolutely.
do our jobs. And then from the manager side of the business, I go through, okay, did I do everything that I needed to do to make sure today was perfect for them?
Yep.
Okay, yep, all right. Well, we could always do things better. But things from the interchange, the flow of what has to support the boys out on the field doing their jobs. And as you know, Marty, we've got an amazing crop of players there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they just want to play footy.
Yeah.
And my job is to make sure that JT and the coaching staff, freeing up Paddy to be able to go out and get he's the assistant coach with JT, just freeing him up from doing things so he can concentrate on talking to players.
Yep.
That's the ultimate.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. Anything else you'd like to add, Digger?
Look, just personally, I'd like to say thank you to Yass and Country, Countrywide. You guys are so easy to work with. I know the players love doing the interviews with you. The staff like doing interviews with you. We appreciate your help. And look, the ultimate for us is to bring back the Bears.
Absolutely.
And the sooner the better.
Yeah.
But look, Marty, I just want to say thank you to you and Nikki and your team for what you do for us, because
that's awesome. Thank you very much.
it's like a family at the Bears, as you know. You've seen that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we want to keep that going, and you're always positive. You're bringing these sorts of interviews out to the fans, and we try as a club to make that inclusive to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you see what happens when we have a win. People come to the dressing room after it, and we're all happy, and that's a great feeling. Even when everybody leaves, the process for us starts again.
Yeah.
So we just want to say thank you to you.
No, we've got to say thanks to everybody, because without used people, we don't have a page, and without used people again, we don't have a North Sydney team.
No, look, and it's a great vehicle for us to have our say.
Yeah, absolutely. We love having you on the page.
Yeah,
getting the input. It's brilliant.
Yep. Good on you.
Thanks very much, Darren.
You're welcome, Matty. Thank you. Cheers.
Bears legend, Darren Allard.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bring back the Bears. If you're not a member, jump on to the Bears website, become a financial member. We need yous.
Yep. Become a member. Go the Bears.
Go the Bears.
Thanks.